Over. Hello, everybody. My name's Alsonic, and welcome to their live reaction video where I react to. You can already hear in the background. It starts in around 50 seconds. That's in a minute, but that's the start. Gonna react to Into the Verse. Yep. Welcome to me doing a live reaction video to Into the Verse. Long live the queen. Nubia. Gonna see Into the Verse. Long. Boom, this is like episode 4? Yeah, it starts in 30 minutes. Yeah, I was trying to get all set up here. Gonna react to.
What do you think about this outfit?
What is this in the description?
I've tried a lot of looks and I got mixed
This whole thing. Yeah, every time they start up, they do this countdown thing.
Don't feel bad.
Silly. Yeah. Alright, here we go. Let's check this out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I'm gonna show the gameplay trailer for Nubia. Yeah, mid-season 3. Here we go. Let's see it. Yeah, let's get started. Oh. Happy 85th anniversary, Batman. Yep. Ah! Silly. That's Batman's 85th anniversary. Here we go. Into the Verse. Alright, let's see
Hello and
this.
welcome everybody to Into the Verse episode 3.5. We got season 3.5 right around the corner. It is a phenomenal time to talk about so much fun, unique, and cool things we got coming, but also a special trailer that everybody hasn't seen just yet. And joining me on that, of course, is my fellow community manager, Nikat. How you doing today, man?
Go.
I'm doing amazing. I'm super excited about season 3.5 and super happy to be
Trailer.
here to bring it in with you, of course, Ajax, where we let the players know exactly what is coming to MultiVersus shortly.
Of course, and we talked about it a lot leading up to this. Everybody already knows a lot of the cool things we got coming. You have, of course, the world premiere trailer for Nubia that's right around the corner. An in-depth guide that's going to be coming in right from the cat himself. The interview with our design director, Daniel Kraft, on what goes into all the individual details of how this character came about. Of course, we'll be taking your questions at the end, too, so make sure that you are dropping your questions in Discord, and Twitch chat, and Twitter, and all that, so we can continue to grab those. A lot of unique, fun events, and a lot of combat changes that we have to talk about. But before we do that, the cat, you already know what time it is. It's the world premiere of Nubia's gameplay trailer. Take a look.
Let's see the gameplay trailer during Into the Verse instead of separate this time. Ooh, what? Look at that.
By the might of the gods, I am Nubia.
How is this fair?
Get up. This is my competition.
Huh. The way she fights with the spear. Long.
Hold on to your knees.
Live. Right?
Let's not underestimate me.
Dang. It's a lightning? The queen.
Hilarious.
You got shut up. You didn't get the finish.
I'd watch that show.
Wow. I'd watch that show. Little juice.
Let's do this.
Now they're fucking together. Jesus.
Folks.
Wow, really?
I'm immortal. I can literally do this all day.
I'm feeling some real imposter syndrome.
Don't feel bad about it. I am very good.
Ha! Yeah, because it's got a spear too. October 15th. Oh, the comics. That's
there it
funny.
is, the world premiere of Nubia's gameplay trailer. She will be available tomorrow through a bundle, Gleamium and character tickets, and fighter currency on the 18th. And of course, we can't have the queen without talking a little bit about the voice that brought it to it, Nikat.
Yes, thank you so much, Kimberly Brooks, for bringing Nubia to life. Such powerful voice acting, typical of a queen. And something to note, by the way, Ajax, is that I really do love the scene where Wonder Woman and Nubia are fighting side by side at the end. I think it is just so nice to see that dynamic in real time finally. And of course, the players actually finally getting to see not only that, but the trailer itself and what this character brings to the table.
Yeah, we talked a lot about how this character.
Hold on, testing.
Basically, once you get going, it's really hard to stop what she's doing. She's got a lot of stage control, great team utility as well.
I see they're sitting through all the microphones.
We have a little special presentation that is put together every single time by the cat himself. So let's go ahead and take a little jump over to that incredible guide that you put together.
Thank you.
All right, we'll go some guide over the character now.
I'm here to talk to you about Nubia, the latest addition to the MultiVersus roster. And so jumping straight into it, Nubia is an assassin class character with a lot of speed and a long range weapon with her spear. She is known for being aggressive, and she, in my opinion, is one of the more aggressive characters in the game, especially coupled with the range of her spear, making her a very, very formidable character and opponent. Going straight into it, Nubia's dash attack is a lunge forward with her spear. She has a little bit of startup on this move, so you will be able to react to it. However, with the range on this move to make up for it, and especially at higher damage ratios, she will actually have significant knockback to knock away an opponent, and just the range to actually threaten with this move over and over from a distance. The next move that I'd like to talk about is Nubia's forward attack on the ground. So, forward attack is a two-part attack, right? You can get really close to the opponent and do it, or if you want, you can try to space away from the opponent and hit with the second one intentionally, or you can try to hit with both hits. It doesn't really matter. The good thing about this move is being able to link this move into other grounded options, and of course branch into other combos in the air. She has many routes with this move, so please feel free to explore how this move is going to work and how you are going to use it to punish the opponent. The next move I'd like to talk about is Nubia's grounded down attack. This move pops up the opponent, and if you charge this move by holding down the button, thunder erupts from the ground that will actually pop the opponent up, and you will be able to combo out of that as well. So use this move to the best of your ability to try to set up situations where you will be able to ring out an opponent, or you'll be able to get good damage, because Nubia's combo game is very, very strong. The next move I'd like to talk about is Nubia's neutral attack. Nubia's neutral attack is a lunge forward with the spear that has a lot of range and is very, very horizontal based. So if you use this move, just know that there is quite the commitment to using it, but there has to be due to just how far this move is able to reach and hit an opponent. And of course, at higher damage ratios, it is able to ring them out. So keep in mind also that you can charge this move to not only make it come out at a later time, but to give it even more power. And the last grounded normal attack that we want to talk about is Nubia's up attack, which swipes the opponent upward, allowing you to create a lot of situations where you're able to either ring out an opponent or you're able to combo and apply more vertical pressure. This move, as shown before, is able to combo out of grounded side attack, so be sure to use this move to the best of your ability, as well as take advantage of its range, because if an opponent is trying to land on you, this is a good move to knock them up and away.
Are you supposed to break out of combos like that, or any combos? Ridiculous. How to design this
now,
game.
Getting into some of Nubia's
more defensive options.
Attacks. Nubia extends her spear as far as possible,
so we'll break out of combos
the opponent from a long distance. You can do the same thing in the air as well, and it will actually pull you toward the opponent and allowing
it's not
you to
fun doing the combo. You can't do anything about it.
Very committal option, so you want to make sure that if you're using this move, it's mostly off of a read, if your opponent likes to dodge a lot, or of course if your opponent wants to air dodge specifically a lot, you will be able to catch them off stage and ring them out off of the side.
You hook someone and like grab them.
Pressure to be done with this move, and you are also able to angle it as well.
Right.
The next special attack I'd like to talk about is Nubia's side special. So if you use grounded side special towards the opponent, you will actually leap toward them and hit them, and this will allow you to also pressure off stage, whether you're in the air or of course on the ground using the move. This move is a gap closer, and it's just very good to be able to lunge at your opponent at that speed and at that distance to create some form of pressure.
Let's
get into Nubia's perks. Nubia has two very strong perks that I'd like to share with you all. The first perk I'd like to talk about is Staff Mastery. When you hit an opponent with the tip of Nubia's spear, you will actually hear a sound indicator that shows that you hit them with the absolute tip of the spear, landing a tipper, which increases the knockback of Nubia's moves and also applies shock. Also, when equipped with this perk, because there is a tipper mechanic now in place, Combos and follow-ups will now be just ever so slightly different than the non-tipper natural counterpart without the perk. Use this to the best of your ability to score early ring outs and of course to land new combo routes. The final perk of Nubia's that I'd like to talk about is Cold Sight. The way Cold Sight works is when you tipper an opponent 3 times, you will actually stun them in place. As you see, I am able to now follow up, and you have quite a bit of time to follow up with your opponent being stuck in place. Keep in mind, if you try to apply a stun immediately after already stunning the opponent, you will not be able to get a stun, and you will have to wait some time before that indicator pops up above the opponent, allowing you to stun them in place.
Another
thing to note is that even if you do stun them again, let's say I get the stun right here. If I do nothing and the opponent just flies away, they will retain the same amount of, I want to say, knockback, depending on the move that they got hit with. So they don't just fall to the ground like right in front of you. They actually retain that knockback that they got from the last move, and they will be sent flying. So whether you want to do this in style or you want to do this to ring out an opponent in a cool way or a way that is more optimal, it is up to you as the Nubia player. And that's going to be it for the Into the Verse Nubia gameplay breakdown. If you want to see the rest of Nubia's moves and how they work, please check us out on the official MultiVersus YouTube channel and be sure to like that video and subscribe to the channel. The support means a ton. This is your community manager, Nakat, over at Player First Games, and I greatly appreciate being able to do this guide for you. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Gonna throw it back to the studio. You all have a great rest of the episode.
All right.
And thank you so much, Nakat, for such an awesome breakdown of such an aggressive character. This character is wild. What do you think about the gameplay of this character? Because I know you and I have been playing Nubia a lot.
Yeah,
I also like her as well.
We've been kind of teasing the fact that like how like much fun she is, and this is basically the character we've been playing the most lately. Everything she does just kind of flows into the next thing.
Fun to play as, but not against.
Like you always feel like you're involved in the fight when you have 2v2s or 1v1s. It feels really good to make comebacks with this character because it's not a lot of long, like super long combos. It's a lot of read-based plays.
Fun to be on
very different
in this
dynamic from a lot of the disjointed fighters we have so far. So she feels super different, but like special in its own way. And I won't lie, getting the down air reads is just like a different level of satisfying.
So good. Like honestly, when I first saw her design from our designers, I was like, this what y'all cooking? Okay. But yeah, I totally agree with that. With the down air, especially like when you get that read and you're able to just convert out of that as well, it just feels so satisfying. She feels incredible to literally just press buttons with.
Yeah, I mean, like you were just alluding to, there's a lot of details that go into these things, and our designers are just incredible at what they do. And a lot of people have already seen this gentleman before. You were able to get a little interview together with our design director, Daniel Kraft.
Let's jump right into that. Yeah,
everyone, this is your community manager Nakat over at Player First Games, and today I have a special guest with me. We got Daniel in the building, our lead designer. How you feeling, Daniel?
Barely here.
Good. Glad to be here.
Glad to have you as well. And today we are actually going to be talking about Nubia. Something that I think is really cool about Nubia is her gameplay trailer, where you can see just how powerful of a character she is. How do you feel about the gameplay trailer that was shown earlier?
Yeah, I mean, the gameplay trailer is amazing. I think that, the team has been doing a great job with those. Every single one has been knocking it out of the park. Love seeing them. I think they really kind of show off the gameplay as well as like the personality of the characters.
What design considerations were made when thinking about Nubia's potential duo partners? We know MultiVersus is a teams-focused game, so what did you pretty much have in mind, from designing her and how she would aid a partner in teams? How does she make herself of use in a very unique way?
Yeah, so when we approached Nubia, again, we were starting with Wonder Woman, and we wanted to kind of have those mirror but not be the same. So her down special is very similar to Wonder Woman's, where she'll dash to her ally, But instead of shielding and being defensive like Wonder Woman is and protecting the ally, it's more of an aggressive move. So you can dash your ally and do a big knockback from there. And that's kind of the theme we kind of tried to carry across on a lot of her stuff. Is she's the more aggressive of the Amazonians and in gameplay and play style. So being able to dash your ally to deliver this big knockback versus to shield was kind of the main consideration there. And then some of her, perks can probably be used in duos to create effects.
Yeah, you don't exactly
As someone that's made Wonder Woman throughout
shield.
like the entirety of MultiVersus, especially back in the day when I was competing, I definitely see the parallels between the two characters, and I do like that Nubia is not only this hyper aggressive character, she also has this long range to accompany that. Typically in fighting games, characters with long range aren't really that aggressive, so it's nice to see kind of, I guess, that dynamic spliced together. And that's probably my favorite thing about Nubia. But what was the design philosophy around some of her moves?
Yeah. Probably one of what I think will be the most iconic move in her kit is her neutral special, which she sends her spear out, which Nubia's spear is able to get longer and kind of get almost like a whip. And she can use it kind of more fluidly than you would like a traditional spear. And so her neutral special, she can stab out at a great distance and basically grab and pull people back to her. And I think that will be really interesting. She's got a spear. She's able to kind of zone and players can really play around spacing. And the spear kind of lets them kind of control that spacing as well, because
they can tell how skilled she is with the spear compared to Banana Guard. I
think personally my favorite move on Nubia is the
actually reflected.
I just like how crazy it looks and how much utility it has. Some risk involved with it, but I think that's what also makes it pretty special as well when you land it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there is no you can't have a good move without risk, right? Otherwise it's not a fun move. So making that plussing both the risk and the payoff is what makes things.
Also, there is a trade-off.
What type of player would most enjoy playing as Nubia, in your opinion? She's a very aggressive character, so who do you think she fits the most?
Assassins are aggressive. Yeah.
Yeah, I think hopefully everybody will enjoy playing Nubia, but
Taz an aggressive,
of course, if you're a Wonder Woman player, you should feel pretty at home transferring over and getting some Nubia matches in. But anybody who likes to play aggressive, she's very much hold forward and keep attacking your opponent. She has a lot of tools to keep that going. But also, if you're more about spacing and keep trying to keep keep your spacing, keep your distance. She does have reach, and you can use that to your advantage. And you can customize your perks to kind of like fall into one camp or the other that fits your play style better as well.
Does the tip of the spear.
And then last question of the day for you, Daniel. What strengths separate Nubia's normals from her specials, and how do her perks play into them? We spoke about perks a bit earlier. Personally, I love her perks, and I love how they kind of change the way players will be able to use her. But I definitely want to hear from you the inner workings of those perks. And of course, again, what do her normals bring to the table versus her specials?
Yeah, I would say her specials are mainly around her mobility. Side special allows her to get a good distance, especially on the ground. She can use her up special on the ground to kind of pole vault herself into the air. So she has a lot of mobility with her specials. And then her normal attacks are more, hack and slash. And the normal attacks really pair well with the perks. So you can use the perks to basically unlock some tipper mechanics so that spacing becomes your bread and butter. There's also another one which allows you to utilize the tipper, but in a different way, where you can freeze the opponent as well. And that'll probably be
Wonder Woman do against her.
Set your teammate up for a big charge attack or a follow-up.
I have a big feeling that Cold Sight, the perk that stuns you in place, is going to be
show
very
Wonder
popular
Woman
among
against
the characters that really want style on their opponent. Whether it's a good setup for their partner or for themselves, they're going to be like certain players that just use that perk because they want to get the flashiest ring out possible. And you know what? I respect the style points. You got to get it how you get it, right? And then with staff mastery, that's personally like my favorite, because I just think from a technical aspect, being able to get rewarded for your spacing with more ring out power will actually kind of change the way Nubia players play and what moves they fish for when it comes time to try to ring someone out, and just incentivizing players to play with really good spacing, I think is going to be excellent to watch, whether it be casual or core play. So I think both of these perks bring a lot to the team for Nubia. And, major props to not only you, but of course the entire team for bringing this character to life. And Daniel, you did it again. It's another great character added to the collection.
Yeah, well, it's a team effort. Everybody on Player First puts in a lot of effort to get these characters across the board. So I'm really grateful to everybody on the team for putting in the effort and getting Nubia to where she is. I think she's going to be a great character, and I think players are going to love her.
Absolutely. I feel the same way. And of course, Daniel, thank you so much for being here today. I greatly appreciate it. I'm sure the players love hearing you break down Nubia.
Yeah, love being here. Thanks for having me.
Of course, no problem. And of course, everyone, thank you for being here as well and watching. This is Nakat, your community manager over at Player First Games, and this is Daniel Kraft, one of our lead designers over at Player First Games. Thank you so much for watching. Greatly appreciate it. I'm going to throw it right back over to the studio.
Once again, thank you so much, Daniel, for putting in the time to come through and give us a little bit of insight to how the design behind the character goes. Incredible mind behind Daniel.
That sounds an aggressive character.
Team. She came out awesome, but you already know.
Oh, that dude's frustrating.
Nubia looking awesome and incredible, and we have, of course, a lot of other things to talk about too. 3.5, maybe mid-season, but it sure feels like a full season's worth of content because we have a lot of things to talk about. So, first thing first, we of course have revealed prior the Townsville version 2 map, which is the Destroyed Townsville. You can see that there's a lot of stuff going on in the background. Powerpuff Girls were a little late to help things out, but we did say stages for a reason because
there's multiple.
There are quite a few. We have gone and added a bunch of different variations to other stages, much like what we just had. Yeah, Dexter's Lab number 3. And also we have gone and added a majority of all of the individual modules that you see in the Dexter's Lab rotation map. And a big part of it is because we want to improve some casual fun, a little bit of chaos, bring some things to free for all. And also just because we have, we have the ability to kind of mess around with additional things, so why not? Including PvE happens to have some additional things. Oh, we also have Trophy's Edge number 3, which merges the two platforms together. So you have a mobile platform that is going to go across the center now. And like I was just alluding to, PvE has a bunch of unique, individual maps too, which we decided why not mess with those two. So we have the space map here, which is another triple place platform map. We have the beach map, which has 4 different platforms, which are going to go across the entire stage. And of course, we also have a bunch of individual chaotic maps that will be coming along with that too, much like the Hammer Time stage. This is not the only ones. I think there's at least like 4 more. So instead of just
in the
one map,
none of this looks like it's from TV
mode. I think like 12.
Which one is your favorite?
My personal favorite is probably the space stage. I like that
space as well.
I like the triple layout. It's really cool for combos. Dexter's Lab 3 is also really cool. It's kind of hard to pick them all. And part of it, again, we talk about just being able to kind of have some fun with what we have with our PvE tools as well. Who knows? Maybe one day with the way that the maps lay out, if you guys like them or if you like the way that they look, maybe we end up looking around for some custom ideas out there one day. Who knows? But we have the ability to add a lot more fun, unique maps going on in the future as well. So we hope you enjoy all of these. But that's only the beginning. That's only the beginning. So we have a lot of new maps. Of course, before we get into some of the other stuff, we got to talk about the upcoming event skins and the new Rift, which includes the Hunter on the Trail, which is going to be starting tomorrow. When we go live with 3.5, you will be hunting down the Hypergalactic crew, which a couple of you have seen us teasing so far. Once again, Stripe is I don't know what it is, but Stripe just always looks so amazing.
Dude, he is shining, dog. He is glowing right now.
Yeah, it's
I like
actually
that.
like almost not
I
fair.
like that skin.
Like,
It's purple.
I can't get over it. They look
Right.
so good. And there's
I like everything
also
about that.
you know, very unique fight that will be coming at the very end of there
I like
too,
playing with
involving maybe a guardian of some kind. Make sure
Let's
you guys
not
check out.
let's not get too much into it.
Yeah.
Element of surprise.
Little surprise to go check out later. And of course, not just that, we also have the Dia de los Muertos event that will be starting tomorrow as well. Every one of the skins has flaming green hair, and then of course
A
there's a
Halloween
unique
event.
skin for Rain Dog that just looks amazing. I actually can't remember the exact name off the top of my head, and I know if I try to pronounce it.
The Halloween event.
I said I want the hat.
I do want that hat actually.
Yes, those Lordos.
Again, these all look incredible. I personally am a big fan of the Jason one. That's probably my favorite among all of them.
Jason.
And then there's also, of course, Twitch drops usually occur right around this time. There's a little bit different this time around because it happens to be a certain time of the year. If you want to go ahead, explain to everybody what we got coming up for that.
Absolutely. So from October 26th to 10 a.m. PST through October 28th through 10 a.m. PST, we will be doing a Twitch Drops event in the form of a 48-hour Scooby-Doo movie marathon. Y'all know how good the Scooby-Doo movies are. Come on, be real. What's your favorite one, chat? Let us know. The rewards you'll be able to grab are, but it has 3 bathrooms profile icon, 100 Gleamium, and a Mystery Ink Shaggy skin. You'll be getting this exactly. You'll be able to see these really soon. I'll just put it that way.
Yeah, and it's not too often we get to have a nice one unique skin over in there too. So make sure you check that out. Of course, Scooptober is always a good time, and you know, being Scooptober, it's right around Halloween and all that. And what would be Halloween season without a Halloween event? Because we have the Halloween event coming up as well, which has some of my favorite skins that I've been wanting to talk about for a while. We finally get to talk about. Let's take a moment.
Look at that.
Here. Look at Tom and Jerry. Just look at them. Just look at them. Like,
that's funny.
Joker Jerry.
Like, just joke.
That's funny.
The dynamic is so good. It's so good because you feel like just.
I
need it. Of course, you got the Steven Universe Shaggy skin. You got Marvin the Martian, Banana Guard, Bugs Bunny, Superman, and the Tom and Jerry.
It's just Superman.
Hold on. Oh. I mean, you see him looming though, right? In the background. You see him, right?
Who?
Those candles. Who is that? I wonder what skin he has.
We have to find out a different time. Now, we have not just the events, of course. Now it's time to start talking about things that people have been looking forward to and some unique, new, fun stuff coming along the way. So first things first.
I like
a lot
that.
of people have been regularly reaching out, wondering if there could be a queue that's more based on being able to kind of relax, chill, have a good time, maybe log in, get a couple missions done, just do some quick stuff with their friends. Well, that is on its way because we're going to be introducing the casual queue tomorrow, which is going to start off as players versus bots. So you get to go in there and just go ahead and play some missions, get some stuff done, practice against hard mode bots with your teammate, and just kind of relax and chill. We have heard a lot of what people have been asking for. We paid close attention. So yes, the casual queue will be starting off with players versus bots. But that's not the only thing that it will have. In the coming patches, there will be additional modes that will be joining in on that too. And that's something you'll be able to see all the time. So please go ahead and enjoy Casual Queue. And thank you for everybody who's constantly asking for feedback or bringing us feedback, talking about that. And just wanted a place to be able to log in, long day at work, or just wanted to relax and have a good time. So we're very, very happy to have the Casual Queue back.
Absolutely.
Now.
Somebody,
I don't know who, has been talking a lot about chaos lately, like a lot of chaotic things. I have no clue who that is. But we are a pretty big fan of chaotic, wild, and perhaps wacky things. Because we'd like to introduce to you Wacky Weekends, which are going to be beginning actually tomorrow. You get to hop in tomorrow and try out Slay the Giant. amongst many. Look, there are a lot. Let's gotta go down the line. We got Slayton Giant. Of course, we got a super requested one that people have been asking for. Volleyball.
Volleyball. I'm super hyped about this one.
Volleyball. There is. What else would we got? Hold on, wait. I forgot. I spread these out a little bit. Let's go ahead and take it in. We have Splat, which is personally one of my surprise favorites. Every time you get knocked back against something, you get stuck. It is hilarious and it's just chaos. There is also a bunch of PvE mutators that you might have seen before, much like Spotlight, the horror, like the filter one. There's Lazarus Pit. There's a bunch of other different ones as well. Of course, kart racing is also going to be joining. You have the 4-player PvP kart racing they'll be able to do. And and also this one is as chaotic as well. Also, did somebody call a doctor? I think somebody called the doctor. There's a lot of fun different mutators and different things that will be joining Wacky Weekends, which again you'll be able to try it out tomorrow when things start going on. What was going on with Finn's up special?
Really?
That's a little weird. So this is going to be all the time. Again, Friday through Sunday, Wacky Weekends is here to stay. And a lot of people have been asking for different ways to not just have to go into queue and play their matches. Like, what else can I want to, like, I did my PvE already. I've already got my missions done. What else can I do? And Wacky Weekends is one of the things we're super excited about to bring to the table. And of course, I know one of the first questions that pops up. Well, can we do this on our own as well? Coming in the near future, you will also be able to do custom game mutators as well. So there will be a menu that will be added to the custom games where you'll be able to do your own individual mutators to be able to do these modes as well. So it's not live for 3.5 just yet. You'll be able to enjoy those all at Wacky Weekends, but those are on the way in the near future. And if you happen to like any of them, by the way, any unique ones from PvE or any cool ideas you have yourself, please let us know so we can maybe add that to Wacky Weekends or potentially more with the custom games in the future.
The team has been really aware for a long time that people want to be able to play these with their friends outside of Rifts. And so it's really awesome to finally have these readily available for y'all.
Outside the Rifts.
Of course, in the near future, as Ajax just said, we will have it so that you guys will be able to play some of these games with each other. And as he also said, be sure to let us know which one of your favorites and what more you would like to see from these kind of casual modes in the future.
Yes. Now, of course, we always reach this point. This is the point where we like to go over a lot of the gameplay changes and different things we're doing. At the beginning of season 3, we talked about this. We said that we were going through a combat overhaul. We're changing a lot of the way things are approached. Season 3 start was a lot about improving movement, bringing other characters up, balancing out aggression, and trying to level the playing field. Of course, we're always looking to balance characters further. And there's a lot of those changes coming to which you'll see with the patch notes too. But one of the main points of conversation people always have, of course, are the hitboxes and the hit reacts. And we're going to break those down right now. So hit reacts, for many, if you take a close look at when Samurai Jack is kicking the neutral attack to your left, it looks like he got hit much further away, because at the very moment when you get hit, it would play the hit react animation, put you in that crumpled state, and pull you away and make it look like you didn't get hit. So what we have tuned is the hit react animation. So now it'll hold it a little longer. So you'll be able to see as that hit is actually happening. It's going to provide less confusion and be able to have a lot more matches where if you happen to be crossing someone up and you got caught, you'll be able to see why. Now, that's not to say also that this was the only thing we had to address. Hit reacts have been done across the entire cast, and we have started a pretty large pass a larger pass to come in the near future on hitbox changes too. You take a look here. There was a couple moves that extended a little bit too far past where the initial view of where you would think you get hit would go. So we have altered many. One, you can see Agent Smith here, of course, with the neutral special, the side special as well. The dive. A lot of people have pointed that one out. You will never ever be getting hit by Agent Smith at the backside of
his
him
body,
ever again.
like while he's diving.
that is out. And we've gone through about a good majority of the cast already.
That's so weird.
This does take a little bit of time, so we do have a lot more characters still to go. But a lot of the main ones that people have pointed out via clips or anything like that, we have gone and addressed those. So you'll see those listed. You should see also some more visually accurate ones, and other ones that we will get to will keep you up to date. But I know this is one that people have talked about quite a bit. We're very happy to be able to bring this to you now, and we're looking forward to bring a lot more of it with the next season as well. So we're very excited. This is one that we've been wanting to talk about for a bit. And again, if you come across any that you still see across 3.5, please always let us know, and we'll be sure to get those addressed in the near future.
Yeah, and clarity is really important to us over at PFG. So we wanted to tune these for the longest time. And, you know, we see the community talking about this all the time. So just know, even though if we can't say something immediately, just know that we're very aware and we're probably actively working on a solution.
Yes, which we do have a few more, of course. The next up is dodging as a whole. Is something that both could be hit very in places where it seems like you shouldn't be, but also the fact that you can act almost immediately out of it. So we've added an additional 10 frames onto every single dodge that misses. So if you dodge an attack just outright, trying to run away from someone and then just try to swing right away, you have an additional 10 frames before you could do so. This is going to help people who back up, run away from you, try to maybe throw a projectile at you or something like that, and give you opportunities to get in on them. If you do successfully dodge someone, though, on the ground, you will still be able to turn around and punish it because you are rewarded with the read that you just got, or you were able to successfully dodge something. You're going to be able to still act just as fast as before to be able to hit them. So this is hopefully going to help with some of the defense that was happening, a lot of the strength behind grounded jabs, and try to find more ways to improve aggression overall and make it easier for people to get in on someone who's constantly running away. And I was going to make a joke about it, but we won't talk about it. If you also notice, Uncle Shag is shirtless now. And that's for a reason, because every single Shaggy skin can now use the shirt rip emote. We also got that in there as well. So if you were wanting to use that for other skins, you can now use that across all of the Shaggy skins. That is going to be available tomorrow, I'm happy to finally see that, because people have been asking for that one for a while. So it's nice to see that one finally get in.
Yeah, be sure to send in your shirt rip compilations with your Shaggy skins.
I'm actually a little
side by side.
I'm a little upset I didn't have time to put together. I wanted to put together a mini montage of just every single Shaggy skin just doing the shirt rip in a row, but we'll leave that for all of you. And another point is with and fast falling, which people have been asking for quite a bit. We are progressively going to be, not just this patch, but over the next patch to come, characters who had the ability to just constantly throw out like grounded up specials over and over again. I'm thinking Batman, Wonder Woman, Shaggy, company like that. No longer. We have added more whiff to multiple of those moves, and we're going to continue to keep track of those moves too. We have also added more whiff to characters who have the ability to constantly throw out grounded options that are pretty quick, mostly jabs. And we're going to keep an eye on those all as well. But a lot of combat changes have come to that. We've also brought up other characters who were falling a little bit behind the pack. All I'm going to say is Jason is here to play. And
he's here to more than
I think it's that time.
Probably the perfect month, actually.
Yeah, just a little bit. And we've also we've paid close attention to other things as well, such as Jake's KO power, which has come up a little bit. Finn has also received a couple combat changes to kind of go more of the aggressive approach, but not be able to go for 0 to KOs as easy without really removing a lot of the problem points. Batman, Tom and Jerry, and a couple others who are sitting at the top for a bit have a couple things that are coming to them as well. The main goal is leveling the playing field, and you'll see all of that in the patch notes to come. And in general, we're just really happy
this way
to be able to get all this to you in an upcoming patch. There is one more thing to talk about too, which I'll bring across to you in 1 second here. We've heard a lot about how everybody would like the ability to maybe try things out or give some feedback or give some testing before to see it. Well, starting on the 24th, on Thursdays, we are introducing what is called testing grounds. The very first thing we'll be testing is shields. We are looking to get your feedback and see what you all think about some of our mechanics before we get them out there. And after that, we're also testing the idea of what it would be like to have a shorter jump. And these things could go to overall mechanics. They could go to perks. They could go to quite a bit. But Nikat,
now it could block
quite a bit, and really excited to be able to bring this together.
Finally.
Yeah, so the testing ground queue is pretty much a culmination of we want the player base to be able to have a hand in the future of this game. And the best way to do that directly is for all of you to actually be a part of the process. When we want experimental features or mechanics to enter the game, you all will be some of the first to be able to test those out and give us feedback on those mechanics as well. And as Ajax just mentioned, Shield was one of the first ones that we're going to be having for you all to test. So shield, blocking, whichever you'd like to call it. It should definitely help out versus projectiles, that's for sure, because I know a lot of people talk about projectile meta, but more importantly, shields are one of the more fundamental pillars in a fighting game. And so we want to know how you guys feel about shields entering MultiVersus and how they feel. Remember, this is experimental, so there is a lot of room for improvement. We just pretty much want to throw it out there for y'all to test. And of course, again, real-time feedback. Send us your clips on Twitter.
Actually,
and
adding
of
some
course,
defensive
just send us
mechanics.
feedback in general, whether you want to type it or not on Twitter too. And as Ajax said, the next one is going to be short hops, or rather just different jumping heights. So let us know how y'all think about what y'all think about this. This is really exciting to put together. I'm happy that we finally got to this point because a lot of work went
weird to call a short hop
even if it is an experimental mechanic at the moment.
Yeah, and like we were saying before,
that's like a little jump. That's a lot more than just a hop.
So when when you try it out, if you think that the first iteration isn't really kind of
bigger than a hop,
we're going to take a look at that, and we're going to have individual feedbacks available to you, so make sure you drop them in Discord, on Twitter. We're also going to have individual forms to be able to collect that as well, so keep an eye out for that. Again, the first one will be on October 24th, and they'll be on Thursdays. We'll alternate. We'll give you a heads up as to when we will have what we will have, or when we're alternating, or if we have to take a little bit more time to put some changes in towards the mechanic. But we are very excited about this one, and we hope that you are all excited about it too. And again, appreciate you always talking about that, always bringing it up, wanting to be able to be a part of the process. So we're happy to bring you in because again, we care about the players first, and we want to be able to get that feedback from you directly. And of course, we also care about our artists and our community and stuff a lot. This is one of our favorite points of the show. So we have our community art showcase, which actually I didn't even get to see most of them before we went live this time, so I get to be a little surprised as we go along. But the theme of this one, of course, was Nubia and then Halloween, because we are in the spooky season. So let's go ahead and start going down the line here. First one, okay, all right. For one, shout out to Cynthia Guy. I don't think there's a single time where I've ever seen one of his arts come up and I haven't been happy. Like the Nubia looks incredible. There is also a cyber Harley and a samurai Batman that I saw in like the same pose. Just phenomenal work always from Cynthia.
Dude, her armor shine is looking really sharp in this. This is an excellent job, Cynthia.
The detail.
Who we got next? Till another time. This one happened like way earlier before we even asked about it too. Like it was right at the beginning of the month. Just kind of teased the idea we'll be looking for this. Till always out here putting in incredible work. There's so many small details to it too, because it's not just Velma. You have Jake, you have Powerpuff Girls with the individual pumpkins. You have Jason. I don't know if it's the mask or if it's Jason himself in the bottom right corner there. But there's just so many like small individual details that went into this one. This is one of my personal favorites of the season so far. So we'll see if anybody else can throw some fun surprises too.
I think the carve out of the Powerpuff Girls is
really
nice.
I've seen Jake there.
With the lights. I think those look really good.
Honestly, I don't think I've. Yeah, you know, that's actually really worth pointing out some more like compliments too, because those are really well done.
Really well done.
Yeah, incredible job again, Till. Always putting in amazing work every single time. What we got next here? Gabe. Okay, so again, we always talk about this one. Gabriel Gab always doing individual pixel art for every single character. This time, no different. Coming in with the Nubia. I look forward to seeing the notification pop up for Gabriel so I can see what new art he does every single time. So again, thank you, Gabriel, for always being super consistent and bringing us yet another pixel art.
Great.
I love this. I love
That's
this.
adorable.
When I saw this the first time, I was like, oh yeah, two spirit characters. This makes perfect sense. But I just like the art style altogether. Honestly, don't get me wrong, kind of looks like Adventure Time a little bit in terms of like the art style with Nubia. That way it looks pretty dope.
So Finmer12099379 is our Adventure Time one of our main Adventure Time fans. And always providing some fun art. This one I love the Adventure Time art style. Incredible job.
My God, Banana Card and Nubia
as well for always being tuned. We're seeing a lot of the usual suspects pop up, of course, but let's see if
that's even more annoying now.
Another one of the usual suspects, Rose Lion with I'm not gonna lie, that Banana Guard skin is also looking pretty cool. That's looking pretty cool.
I think we need that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think we need that in the game.
I think
put that in the game.
That's looking pretty cool. It
looks good.
That's all I can say on that.
That's it.
But again, always showing up with incredible art, incredible job with Nubia here. Thank you, Rose Lion. Who else we got here? Oh, this so this one's great, and I'm actually gonna say that to any other artists out there who are on the come up.
That's the Rain Dog at the very bottom.
Drop this in there and said it's not Halloween related. I just kind of put this in there. And it's like, no, this is really cool. Like it doesn't always have to fit the theme. You just get some extra points if it does fit the theme. But this is again incredible work from Alexander, showing off everybody. Honestly, this feels like something that could be our key art. Like this looks awesome.
I was gonna say it kind of looks like our opening trailer for the
a little bit, yeah. It's just all the new bunch of new characters in it.
Kinda, yeah.
What we got next here? This is really this is good. This is good.
This feels accurate to what. No, I'm not gonna say anything. Anyway, yeah, this looks accurate to what they might have been in Halloween potentially. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Spellbound Pony, definitely something. This is super unique. This is really cool. I like what's going on here with the Powerpuff Girls. We see a lot of submissions for cool, unique Powerpuff Girl skins. So this one fitting right in the Halloween theme. Thank you, Spellbound Pony.
If that actually ends up in the game or not, something like that.
Okay, this one I did see before.
So good.
I don't normally kind of pick my favorite right off the bat or anything like that, but this one is definitely I think this one's my favorite of the season so far. There's a lot of really good ones too, but just like the Queen of the Amazons leading the charge, everyone around just like in perfect sequence.
I just feel like it's inspired by something else.
This one was done like really early too. We held on to this one for a bit, prepping for this. We knew this one was going to end up on here.
Looks similar to.
I'm looking forward to more of your stuff now after seeing it.
Absolutely. I love the way you color, by the way. Also,
that's looks similar to what I've seen with Overwatch.
Yeah, it's actually really dynamic. It reminds me a lot of what Till did too. Is like everything just like is popping really well.
That must be the inspiration to it.
Right. This one also. Look, everybody knows it isn't an art segment without Natchet showing up at some point. And it's there's always a special of having Garnet along with it too. But this one's great. Like we've been doing some of the unique comics to try and like showcase communication and the dynamics between the characters. And then here's a full Amazon training one. Like I would love to see this recreated with the actual characters in game too. This is really well done. Another usual suspect too. And with the gameplay trailer, I feel like this was like the precursor to their training. Banana card.
All right. This is my card right now. This is awesome, dude. Yo, Banana card looks like he's done.
Funny.
How many likes to make that like the profile pic is what I need to know.
Oh
that, like,
God!
Oh man!
Thank you, Dude Master, once again for always providing really good unique artwork as well.
Funny.
These all been really good so far.
That sounds like.
Oh,
whoa.
This one.
Oh,
Talk about Halloween and all that. Of course, we got the Jason boss fight, and everybody's just super well lined up. Of course, although it wasn't a part of the Halloween skins, Finn, of course, with Prince Hotbod, got the mask on and everything too. This is really cool.
I like that they added all three of the characters from his Rift trailer too back in the day.
Oh, that I didn't even notice that. That's a good detail. Yeah, these are all the characters from the very beginning of the trailer. So this is awesome. Really cool. Really cool looks. Really cool look from Jason there as well. Of course, one of my favorites from the boss fights.
Imagine if that was a skin. Oh my god.
Oh, we have a submission from MultiVersus as well.
How'd I get there?
What the
heck? So
I don't think that was intentional.
Yeah, I feel like look, Prince Hotbod, pretty excited about the look that we have with Jason. I don't know if he should be excited about this.
I'd be terrified.
Look, Jason needed a costume. They didn't have one ready to go. Finn was there as a homie. He got him ready. Obviously, not fitting too well into his clothes.
I feel like that's a little too small for Jason.
Yeah. Of course. The Finn Jason skin will be also joining later on in the Halloween season. This is one of our personal favorites too. So shout outs to the MultiVersus art team for putting together this incredible work. And usually it's only the art that we have to show up, but we did have a new music emote that released not too long ago in the Marvin Flugelhorn. We asked everyone to give us a song. Well, we got someone to give us the Steven Universe theme, which was I don't have his name written down. It was Rich G, I think. I'll give you your shout out later. But
funny, I like this.
Big fan of this. And Marvin. They're actually it's right there. Rich RG. So thank you for doing this. Also, everyone else has been doing it. I've seen One Trick as well doing a bunch of individual songs. We're getting Marvin's getting the band together, trying to see who else wants to join up. And I think we got one more.
What the heck?
Get some more members in there, actually.
Oh, who's this? I think we saw this before.
Oh, this.
What's he gonna do?
Gizmo showed up. Oh, Gizmo also.
The heck?
I did a terrible job of trying to act surprised about that. Gizmo also will be. You can actually get the Gizmo keyboard right now. It's going to be going live today, which you'll be able to get access to through the unique Gizmo bundle, which has the biker skin from the previous battle pass as well. So
that's real.
The band is ever growing, and
that's an actual emote for Gizmo.
So we need to see more of those music clips. Honestly, it's super fun. I love watching them.
Get that.
Please grab a duo and let's see. Send us clips of y'all making music together.
Oh, they said they're bad at advertising that. Oh wow.
Yeah, I just want to
first before showing that.
To the point where we have just a whole band
orchestra
in the game. We need it. We at this point, we're diving so heavily into it. Thank you everybody for the great reception to that too. A lot of people have been having a lot of fun with it, so I'm super looking forward to what people have to show us with that. And also, of course,
for all the community art. Appreciate it.
And we pull up the list here as well. We always want to, of course, shout outs the community leaders and tournaments that go on all the time too. So we got let's see. Let's go down the list here. Fattest 1v1s, number 43. It's an online event that'll be happening today, actually, on October 14th. So make sure you go sign up for that. Got Max Esports MVS Weekly. That'll be happening on the 16th. Crack Media MultiVersus, which happens every single week. That's on the 18th for this week. LA Super Nexus. I don't know what Roman numeral that is. It's in Baton Rouge. This one's offline, so you have an offline-based event. Make sure you look that one up. A lot of people have been looking for more offline-based events, which of course are near and dear to our hearts. So make sure you go check those out. Support your locals. You got Neutral X Games meetup in Ontario, Canada. That's on the 20th. The Has League, which is another online-based event, that will be on the 20th as well. View from the Top, offline-based event in Greensboro, North Carolina. That's on October 23rd. Portal Latam. That's in Brazil. It's offline. That's on October 26th. You got Blink Respawn, which is one of the big fighting game majors that will be happening on November 8th to the 10th. That's in the Dominican Republic. That's just an incredible event
the international presence, by the way.
Yeah. There's a good shot that I myself just might try to go because it's a fun time. I love going to the events over there. Shout out to First Attack as well, who just had one this past week. And then there's the Plat Fight Gaming Championships, which will be happening. That's an offline event. That's in Kissimmee, Florida, from December 13th through the 16th. Again, thank you all the TOs and everybody who've been putting all those events together. And if you run your own events, you have offline, online, or anything such like that, please keep us up to date. We'd love to talk to you and see what you have going on.
Also, of course, support your events, support your offline events and online events. These events will grow and thrive with everyone's participation. So, show them some love when you have the time. And of course, we'd love to see y'all playing these events too. We lurk during tournaments or sometimes make our presence known. So love watching competitive events.
I won't lie. It feels like there's a radar window would randomly pop up in the streams. It's always very funny, whether it be in the middle of the day or 2 o'clock in the morning. So it's like, well, you're here? Yes, we love watching. We love seeing what you're up to. We love hanging out, just getting to meet everybody as well. Again, appreciate all of you who put in all the work online with the streams as well. We're hoping that all of these new modes that are joining in will give you a little bit more fun, unique things to do too. Which of course it's not going to stop here. We have some more very fun, unique stuff coming in with the next season as well. We're looking forward to talking about. But it's that time now where we take a couple questions from everybody. I believe we have a couple prepped already. So if you want to go ahead and find the first one there.
Hold on.
I like the new gameplay mechanic.
Back a little funny.
Let's see here. I won't lie, I asked you to find it because I tapped out. All right, here we go. So we got one from Nicholas. Is there options for more customizable private lobbies, different character and 3 stocks, something like that? So we did allude to it a little bit earlier, but coming in the near future, we will have custom game mutators that will be joining in the custom game lobbies. So you'll be able to do stuff like making characters bigger or making them faster or having the rocket fist and everything around. You also have those new maps that we just added in, which are all a bunch of unique crazy maps. So yeah, we will be adding more unique things to custom game lobbies to try and make that more fun. Also, you are able to if you didn't know already, you are capable right now of doing like 1v1v1. That is a feature that's already in there. So when you go to free for all, you don't need all 4 people to be in there. You can actually start it up beforehand. So yes, we're looking to continue to improve and provide more fun things for custom games.
Okay, I got this next one. Mr. Claude, will events ever rerun like the sports one or the cyber one from season 2, or have a similar themed event run which includes items from older events? So first and foremost, we want to say we love the fact that you guys love the events in general. Like, that makes us really happy. However, we can't outright confirm that events will reappear again from the past, or items from those events will reappear from the past. But, we see the interest, and we'll keep that in mind.
Yes. Like, again, you never know what might happen in the future, but we do see all of the feedback that you've all been giving to a lot of these events. We're also personal fans of some of these as well, so you never know, you might see some of them come back again in the future. Please let us know as well, because your feedback is always super important on that. So who knows, maybe when it comes around next year, might see it again. We got a question from Stress Inducer. Projectiles that are dodged lose their hitbox and are unable to hit again, but still remain visible. Is this an intended mechanic, or is this a bug that will be fixed in the future? So it's a 2-parter. This is an intended mechanic. So when you first dodge it, you are not going to get hit by a trailing hitbox, such as the Bugs Bunny rocket, for example. You dodge through, and then you're right on top of it, you get hit again. But as you've seen recently with Marvin's rehit and on the tunnel, we're making sure that there's a time frame of which they will rehit again. So having it permanently not be able to get hit again is not intended, and something we are working continuously to address. We have already addressed that with a few of them, and we're going to continue to address that. So that way there is a time frame of which you dodge the move, and then the projectile will not hit you. But if you get knocked into it again after that time frame is over, you will get hit by it. So yes, that it is intended mechanic, but not the time frame of which it is lasting is a little too long.
Question from Juju: why doesn't Buttercup blink in the idle animation?
No.
And the answer to that is
we'll check that out.
We will look into that. Please send clips, by the way, if you have that as well. Like any bugs, always feel free to send clips to us.
What? Doesn't blink?
Wasn't aware she wasn't blinking. I'm usually always just running straight in with PPG, so I never see the idle animation anymore. Thank you for bringing that one up.
Appreciate it.
T1 carry. Will there be anything to fix the spectators bug? Season 3, we actually put out a fix for the spectators bug. So if you are still seeing any disconnects or freezes or anything like that for spectators, please let us know. Send in any clips you have for that. But we did recently put out a fix not too long ago, and we've been keeping track of tournaments, and so far we haven't really been seeing that bug occur. So if you are personally still seeing that bug, please let us know about that, and we will make sure we hop on that, try to get that addressed as quickly as we can.
Yep. And from Jacob, can we get the Silly Q back from the beta? Well, I mean, Ajax, I feel like technically we brought back pretty much Silly Q and more this time around.
You have the spiritual successor, if you will, to the Silly Q in the Wacky Weekends. And then, of course, like we mentioned before, the casual queue for anybody who missed that. The very beginning is going to be 2 players versus bots, but there will be additional modes that get added to that too. So yes, we have it is technically kind of come back, but in the form of Wacky Weekends now.
Wacky Weekends, that's what they call
it. We kind of alluded to a little bit earlier. Can we expect shielding / blocking to be added into the game at some point? The projectile meta still remains a little strong, and having more defensive options would be great. Like we said earlier, with the testing grounds, the cat, like you were mentioning before, we are going to be looking to see what shields could look like in this game, and we are looking directly for your feedback so we could try and see how do they work. Do we want them universal? Do we want it as a perk? All these type of things are going to come directly from your feedback, so we can continue and improve on that. Because it's not just projectiles. Of course, we want to go ahead and help out with those characters that are really good at rushdown, have really good dodge jabs, stuff, anything that's really easy to get in on and kind of hard to react to.
Imagine blocking a Shaggy kick and just punishing him for it, as an example, right? So we want to make sure that there are other ways to reward players for great defensive choices that reward them with being able to get out of a sticky situation or to damage their opponent. But again, this is for y'all to test. It is an experimental feature, and of course there will be things to improve upon and things to look at and work and tweak. So thank you again for participating in the testing rounds. We hope you're very excited for it in general.
Yes. From Wildcard, they asked, will event currency turn into prestige after the event is over? We actually did that with the last season, and we'll continue to do so. And if we ever have different things we'd like to do, we'll of course let you know beforehand. But the event currency does currently, if you do not use all of it, convert over to prestige currency. So yes, if you have any that you are not using, you will see that alter at the end of the event.
And then we have XX Reload X. What about custom loadouts for each character? Give them their own assigned background and ring out. Is this alluding to custom loadouts for characters in local?
It's not. Well, okay, so I'll answer both just in case. It's so for local, if you're talking about like controller profiles and stuff, you actually can already do that. You could put in your name. That's been available since launch. You've been able to, you can put in your own unique name and do controls. As for I assume we're talking about like favorites or like a special loadout that you want to keep for like one thing. We have heard that one a little bit, and it's something we're looking into potentially in the future. A time frame I don't necessarily have at the moment, but we have heard that one quite a bit. I know a lot of people want to be able to quickly access different skins sometimes based on the holidays. Like, hey, I just want to be able to quickly scan through all of like, I don't know, the winter skins we have coming up pretty soon. Like you have all the holiday from last time. You have the Halloween as well. So you want to be able to do a lot of cool things. I think it's something that we can look into in the future, but no guaranteed time frame at the moment. But we have heard that feedback quite a bit.
Grave Rage GM. If you're adding shield, please remember that grab or some kind of counter is required for it to work. So yeah, essentially, that's something that well, I don't want to say, we're going to just throw in grab or just any mechanic, right? Because that is a big undertaking, but we're very aware of what it takes to add proper counterplay to shield. So we'll definitely be experimenting around with that as well. I mean, Ajax, I'm sure you have also want to say time with the mechanic too. So
yeah, exactly.
We'll definitely be paying attention to proper counterplay, because the last thing we want to do is just let shield be super strong. And so with whatever version you will be using in the testing ground, just remember that is not the finalized version, and that we still have more to come with experimenting with that as a mechanic.
Yes, and that is the final question we have available for the time for now. So again, thank you everybody for dropping your questions in. It's a very exciting time. We're very happy that with season 3 overall, at the very beginning of the season, we're able to address and focus on improving aggression, trying to bring more characters up, and level out the playing field. And with season 3.5, big focus on that too. We want to make sure that we're focusing on some of the
pain points
people brought up with combat, but also we wanted to give you different ways to play the game. Just have some fun, mess around with friends, go play casually for a bit, just enjoy your time. And it's only going to get better from here, because this is not the only thing we got. We got some really exciting things coming up in the near future too. So if you're enjoying what we have for 3.5, just wait for what we have coming in the near future.
I cannot wait for season 4, and you said it best. It's only up from here. So thank you all, of course, for not only playing MultiVersus, but of course just supporting us. And I want to give a special thanks to the entire studio, Player First Games. Thank you so much. Everything you've seen today and everything you see in all of these any content combat changes, it takes an entire unit to come together and make these things happen. So I want the team to, of course, feel the love from the community and give themselves a pat on the back as well. Because this is, of course, pretty much just everybody's work coming together to create something very special.
Yes, you see and hear from us a lot, but the real heroes are the ones who are behind the curtain. Thank you, everybody in the studio who does what they do. We appreciate all of you. It's an all-star team, and we every time you all send compliments about that, we send that over to them, and it makes their day. So again, thank you so much, everybody who did that. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you so much for joining us here at season 3.5. We're super excited to see what you have for Nubia. We're incredibly excited to see what you have for the upcoming music emotes and a bunch of other stuff for the events, wacky weekends, and all that. And Nikat, normally I'd say we're the ones with the closing words, but I think we have a different special guest who would like to say a few closing words. So thank you, everybody, for joining us, and take care. Enjoy 3.5.
Take it easy.
Yeah. Nice.
I'm not sure what the gods have planned with all this, but we'll figure it out in time.
What? Is that teaser? That looked like a teaser at the very end that they just did there. Is that Marceline from Adventure Time? That's what that looked like. Wow. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah. That was great. I liked the Into the Verse. I like the new changes that they're going to try and bring in the game. Some are experimental. Can't wait to see something like being able to block an attack. Yeah, because really not having able to have any kind of defensive option when someone is comboing you, not having any way to be able to actually break out of the combo. Like, do some kind of combo breaker thing. Where you have a chance to actually break out of the combo, so they're not like continuously ongoing. Like when they say infinite combo, it's like, oh, you literally can't do anything that throughout the whole game. You can just take them out just like that, not able to fight back. Yeah, this game is definitely improving, for sure. Definitely after what we just saw there, after the changes that they're doing in the next update. Cannot wait. See more of that. I'm definitely gonna try and jump into the experimental before it's released, like the shield thing. I don't know, someone mentioned grab, like why? I mean, there are characters who can already kind of grab somebody, like Taz catching someone in his mouth, or Jake can catch you in his mouth and just stick you out. I guess that sort of works like a grab. Like, Jason can kind of do it. Jack, Samurai Jack can kind of do like a grab, but they're part of their moves, though. It's not like a grab, like you just grab anytime you want, like in Smash Brothers. It was weird to do that. Like, what the heck are you doing? Like, you're trying to leave. What? Are you trying to make this like Smash Brothers? It's not the same game. That's why they said it's experimental. You want to see what works or what could work, or is it right for this kind of game? Because this already, like right now, even since in beta, feels like it's more closer to 2D fighting games. It's a lot more closer to 2D fighting games than Smash Brothers. Yeah. Because in most fighting games, you do combo like you would in this game. How you combo someone in this game is similar to how you combo somebody like in Street Fighters or Tekken or Mortal Kombat. You combo someone the same kind of way as you do in those games in this game. But that's how you could block. Yeah, you could block in like something like Marvel vs. Capcom or Street Fighter or something like that. And I can't say I remember seeing anything like that in Street Fighter, but I do remember seeing the option to build, the ability to build a block and a block incoming attacks. And like, yeah, I usually feel like I remember seeing blocking in most 2D fighting games. That type of mechanic. But dodging, you don't see dodging happen a whole lot in most fighting games. At least from what I seen from my own experience and observation. That seems like a thing I first saw happen in like Smash Bros. You know, Smash Bros is, well, that's more of a fighting, it's more than just some fighting game. It's not really a fighting game. It has fighting game elements in it. That's my point of when I was talking about how Smash Bros. Is so different from all these other games that come after it. You know, all these other games that come after it are inspired by Smash Bros. When they like to call themselves platform fighters. Smash Bros. Is not really one. I mean, come on. Everyone knows that, or at least should know, that game is customizable, right? You know it's customizable, right? Customizable game. That's why most people call it a party game. Yeah, well, yeah, that's why it is considered a party game by even the creator himself. Well, the creator himself even calls that game like a 4-player action battle royale. He literally said that in an interview he had with somebody. Yeah, Sakurai, the creator of Smash Bros., that the game, he sees the game as more of a 4-player action battle royale, like free-for-all battle royale kind of game. There's no like last person standing of knocking people out of the ring. So it is almost kind of like King of the Hill, kinda, when you think about it. It seems more like a bit like that when you think about it. We can also customize the game and how you want to play it. Because there's so many different ways to play that one game. That's why I feel like, yeah, it's not really a fighting game, even though you could play it like one. It's so customizable, you can play it in so many different ways. That's what makes it so, like, yeah, all these games that come after it, they're trying to be like, you know, they're inspired from it. They're trying to play more like, oh, where will, like, it's like, oh, they're trying to make it all competitive, but Smash Bros. Was never designed like that to begin with in the first place. Well, it's so different. Because all these games that came after Smash Bros. Are more closer to actual traditional fighting games, but you could call them platform fighters. I guess it's more like a 3D fighting game than a 2D, like 2D fighting games, like actual traditional ones like Marvel vs. Capcom or Tekken or Street Fighters. Those are real fighting games. Right? That's a fighting game. We have these over complicated like button combinations. It almost feels like I'm trying to enter in a cheat code or something when I try to do these button combinations. Like, my God. Like in Street Fighters or something. I can do a button input in Street Fighters and feel all so complicated. Like I'm trying to enter in a cheat code. Like side down, like A, like B, A, or so I guess I'm trying to think of an example. You do something like we try to do a Hadouken in Street Fighter. Yet they still kind of use. Yet funny enough, they allowed you to still do that exact same input in Smash Brothers when they put Ryu in Smash Bros. That's funny. You could still do the same exact inputs that you would use in Street Fighters in Smash Bros. They still allowed you to be able to do that. That's funny. Sorry for the simplified. Yeah, it's come on. Smash Bros. Is just a simplified. That game is just a simplified, watered down version, or it's not even like, come on. Anyone who's played traditional fighting games know how much it's not like. That's why it's like its own niche of a game. It's like why are people, I don't know, it's almost like what I've been hearing from what we saw here into the verse. Sounds like some people are like what people are saying in the questions they're asking these two into the verse. Like, God, yeah, some of the responses are questions. Not like, what are you trying to do? Like, they sound like people who are trying to make it seem like Smash Bros. It's not the same thing. Different. It's just inspired by Smash, but very different. You don't need to make it like that. I don't know. Weird. We'll see what happens. Still experimental. Yeah, still would like to have some kind of defensive option. They'll break out of combos. I mean, it's possible to break out a combo. I've seen something like with Combo Breaker. Isn't that like an actual thing? Like the announcer will say, Combo Breaker, or something like that. Like you break out a combo. Like if somebody is comboing you inside a fighting game, like the announcer actually shout out Combo Breaker when your opponent actually breaks out of a combo, or when you break out of a combo that you're stuck in. I think the announcer actually does that. I forgot what game did that though. But that's an actual thing, like a quote. Huh, yeah. That's something that we'll see. But, who knows? Yeah, I can't wait to try and look more into that. But, you know, because it's early on, it's not released to the experimental, what they said already. I would like to look into that. Yeah, someone said grab. I was like, what the heck, man? This isn't Smash Bros. Why are you trying to... Weird. Yeah, they said, yeah, well, I mean, it's experimental. They even explained it why. Do we really want this in the game? Is this fit for this game, you know? Or should make it universal or park, like what they were saying there? But yeah, really, what the heck? This is a different game. It almost felt like some people want it to be like Smash Bros. I'm like, dude, no. I don't know. That's an entirely different game. The way it's designed. Not even a fighting game. Some people just still don't get how that's not a fighting game, even though people treat it like one. Because that's what makes it, that's what's so different about all these so-called platform fighters that came after it. They're all inspired by Smash Bros, but yeah, it's like, let's take what Smash Bros has done and try to, like, make it competitive, or which is more closer to actual traditional fighting games. Well, Smash Bros just has fighting game elements in it. And people try to treat it like a fighting game, even though it's more of a fighting game. I don't know, it's weird how some people, I don't know. That's why we see all these other games that came after it that were inspired by it. They wish that Smash Bros. Was like this or something. All these games that came out after it. That's the impression I got when I see all these other games that came out, like Brawlhalla and such, for example. Like, they're trying to do things that Smash Bros. Didn't do. Smash Bros. Is more than a fighting game. Alright, enough. That's enough talking about that. I guess the only reason I started saying all of this because of what I was hearing or what they were talking about. Like with the experimental stuff and everything and the new changes. Like some people are talking like they want this to be like Smash Bros. Like, dude. My God. Ugh. God. It's like, yeah, not everyone wants that apparently, you know? Party game. People try and play or looking at it like, but that's the thing. That's the beauty of Smash Bros. You can customize however way you want to play, alright? You're able to play however way you want to in that game. Because there's no how-to, there's no real how-to way on playing that game. There's no right or wrong way on how to play that game. That's why it's so customizable. That's what makes it so different from all these other games that come out after it. All these other games that came out after it, trying to be like actual fighting games. Wow. As they're inspired by Smash Bros. But Smash Bros. Is more than that. That's why it's so unique and different from it. Because I know when I played it, I played all these other games that came after, even though they call themselves platform fighters and they're inspired by Smash Bros. Definitely MultiVersus for sure, but still. It's like people are trying to turn this into another Smash Bros. When they're asking like about, well, if they had more defensive options like blocking and dodge. I mean, you already have dodging then. Like blocking and grabbing. Ways to counter a block. Oh my God. But even they sound like they don't want this to be just like Smash Bros. They don't want to turn it into another Smash Bros. That's what it sounded like. As I said, like, it's all experimental when they said that in response to the question. We'll see what works or doesn't work for this game. This is a very different game, but yeah, don't get me wrong, even I would like to still see some ways to actually counter, like counterplay, ways to deal with being comboed and not just endlessly comboed where you can't get out of the combo. That's usually one of the reasons why people want defensive options. Even I want that. Yes, even I'd want some kind of defensive option, but and it could be different. I mean, this is a different game. It could be different in its own way. It doesn't need to be like Smash Bros. The defensive options. Oh, this game is like how you even play this game. Like how the buttons are mapped on the controller in this game. You know, you can kind of remap your buttons in the settings in this game for the Smash Brothers. I mean, well, you could do that, Smash Brothers. Sure, you can remap your buttons, but the point is, you play it differently. And you don't need to make this game play like that game. It's like, I don't know. Whatever. Guess I have a tough time putting words what I'm even trying to say. And that's why it feels like I'm almost kind of repeating myself, but not trying to. Because I'm trying to say what I'm trying to say, but I guess the words are just not coming out right, or coming to mind as I'm trying to explain it. That's all good. Yeah, so, right. I mean, yep, I can't wait to look at the experimental thing. Like, yeah, I mean, at the same time, I'd still like to see some way to be able to counter being comboed. You know, that's a normal thing. If you play actual other fighting games, like Street Fighters or Tekken, that's what these so-called platform fighters are more like, Smash Bros. Is nothing like, yeah, it's more casual party game, like, that's why it's so fun. Let's take it so seriously. It's just the players within the community take the game way too seriously. Like, what the heck, man? That game can be played in so many different ways, yet people want to reduce, like literally reduce the amount of things you can do in that game. Like, oh, remove items, remove hazards, just like 1v1, like flatboard stage, and like, dude, you're reducing the amount of stuff that you can do in that game to reducing it to just that. You can play the game in so many other ways, and yet people insist on playing it like that in the community. Yeah. Don't, you know, if you want to play that way, you can play it way. Yeah, you do you, like, I'll do me on how I want to play that. That's the thing about the game. That game can be played in so many different ways. No one has to play a certain way. There's no right or wrong way to play that game. There's just some people who are like that in that game. And I think that's why some people don't really like playing Smash Bros. Because they're those kind of people that just, ugh, over the game. Like, dude, why? Just taking it way too seriously. And then they don't feel interested in playing the game when the game can be so much more than that. But again, that's just an entirely different game. As what I've noticed and what people are asking in these questions about defensive options. And I mean, I personally would like to see defensive options done a little differently in this game compared to Smash Bros. You know? But hey, we'll see how things turn out when it's just experimental right now. Nothing is released yet. We're just seeing early experimental stages. So, yeah, blocking is a thing in fighting games. Yeah. I want to see more of that anyway. Yeah, you and I still can see more of that. I don't want it. I mean, I guess what I'm saying is I don't want it to turn into another Smash Brothers. This is an entirely different game. It's not a fighting game. It can do so much more. Weird how there's some people who try to like make it like what Smash Bros. Melee, and like, well, that game was a mistake. Just so weird how there's some people trying to turn this game into that. When they complain about it being, oh, it's so slow, I'm like, really? Doesn't feel slow when I'm actually playing. Nope. That's what you say visually, but they've changed that up now. Yeah, things have been changing up here with the game mechanics, as they've even demonstrated and showed us with the before and after. Yeah, they're changing things with this over time in this game. It's great. Like, I'm liking how they are, like, yes, they said it themselves. They hear what we're saying, even though they can't always respond to what we're saying. Yeah, what people are saying in the community over this game. Still can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait to see what we'll see more with this game in the future. Definitely. I mean, things really look like they're just definitely improving. Because, yeah, it is frustrating to be on the receiving end of a combo and feeling like you can't counter it, there's no way around it, being comboed continuously. You need some way to be able to get around it. I think there are people who try, yeah, like I know, I kind of guess I've kind of already said it, but it's like there are people who are, I don't know, I don't want to end up saying it again, what I've already said. Huh. Yeah, weird. While there's some people in the community trying to make this like Smash Bros. Melee. I'm like, dude, what? This is MultiVersus. Entirely different game. That's just inspired Smash Bros. You don't need to make it like that. But we'll see what happens when we go through the experimental. It kind of sounds like the tone of what Ajax and did I say his name right? Nick, yeah, Nick Cat. I feel like I'm saying their names wrong. It's yeah, Nick Cat and Ajax. Yeah, Ajax and Nick Cat. What they were just saying into the verse. Yeah, their responses, like, yeah, even they sound like they were like, nah, we don't wanna, but I'm not saying, they didn't straight up say, no, we don't want to. They didn't straight up say that, like, we listen to how they were trying to explain it. It's experimental. They gotta try and see what works and doesn't work for this game. That's like, it's almost like, yeah, I mean, the impression I got from it is like, they don't want to turn into another Smash Bros. Or something like that. I guess that's what I kind of got from it. Like, this is a different game. Or now, maybe I'm getting that wrong with what I'm saying. Just, they're trying to work on, see what works and doesn't work, because it is a different game. Mechanic-wise, very different. They do want to see how things could work, like experimental. Yeah, they're clearly responding and acknowledging our feedback, for sure. As that's what they've said. They still want to try and do something about it. Some kind of defensive option. Because, yeah, of course, when I find it frustrating with new content, when people asking for defensive options aren't probably some people who want some way to be able to counter a combo. It doesn't need to be like Smash Brothers. Please. We'll see how things go when they go through the experimental phase. But I'm definitely going to look into that, the whole experimental thing. You know, it's early and it's not, like, it's not released to the full release version of the game. Not within the public version of the game. I guess it's like a test build kind of thing. Experimental thing. I'd like to look into that. Even I can't wait to look into that, but we'll see how things go. I can't wait to see more of those improvements on the game mechanics. Like when they said they're trying to improve the things like the net code or whatever. They're still trying to improve upon that. I don't know, or maybe it's just me and my experience. Yeah, this game, like right now, it does feel like it's just really spammy. It feels like, oh, you just got a button mash. That's ridiculous. Yeah, even when you button mash, you still can't land your attacks. No. Because then you leave yourself open. Say like you attack, and then after you do an attack, you kind of leave yourself vulnerable. That's what happens when you just try and button mash. And it's like, yeah, it's like even if you do try and button mash, like, you would start attacking, but you're not hitting your opponent. And then after your attack finishes, there's like a window of vulnerability because you kind of leave yourself open as you after you just threw an attack. Soon after you threw an attack, you kind of just have some kind of vulnerability there. Like, leave yourself open. When they're not being attacked and they start attacking you. And it's like, that's kind of what happens when you start button mashing in this game. And they start punishing you after you, like, again, all over again, after you finished up with trying to land an attack where you couldn't land it. With your button mashing, because nothing works with your button mashing. Nothing's responding until... Yeah, alright, now we get it. I don't think I need to talk about this anymore. They're going through experimental to see what can work. I'd like to see things be a little different in this game. even though it's inspired by Smash Bros., I'd like to see things done differently, a little differently. Don't need to be too similar to Smash Bros. Just, it's still different in its own unique way. I mean, I like how it's easier to approach somebody in this game. Your ability to approach people in this game seems a lot easier than in Smash Bros. I think people who take the game way too seriously and try and play that game competitive when it's a party game, your ability to approach someone is so, from my experience, it feels frustrating. Like, you can't really approach someone without items. Turning off items, it makes it super hard to even approach and hit somebody in that game. Yeah, removing items, it's like, it makes the game less chaotic, and that's just a natural part of the game. Yeah, that's why it's so different from other games. It's like its own niche, like a niche of a game that had a subgenre spawned in after it. Silly how some people want this to be too similar to that. It's like, what the frick, man? Alright, I think I'm just repeating myself and going on saying something, but again, I'd still like to see some defensive options. Like, there's always been some kind of defensive option mechanic in most fighting games. Like, even in, like, Street Fighters. Like, yes, you can block. I personally, like, yeah, you don't see a lot of fighting games use the option to dodge. No, especially not in Tekken. Like, you can block an attack, like in Marvel vs. Capcom, but dodging? No. I know. Smash Bros. Is known for having more options instead of just attacking and blocking. More defensive options. Yeah, that's what made it so different from fighting games. You know, it had fighting game elements in it. That's like I don't know, I'm trying to think of an example. Like some other game has these type of game elements in it, even though it's not that kind of game. Yeah. Where, yet there's some game out there that has an identity crisis. Can't make up its mind on what kind of game it is. It's weird design philosophy. I mean, if it's a shooter, it should play like a shooter. But it doesn't. Yeah. I'm using Overwatch as an example. That's just poor game design. That's a game that's just poorly game designed. Very poor game design. They've been struggling with trying to fix the game and such. And that, should say, launched the sequel, Overwatch 2. They just added 2 to the game. It's just Overwatch. Or some people call Overwatch 1.5 or something. Really. Now that PvE is gone in that game, or was never really going to happen in that game. I'm not going to get into start talking about that, but I was only mentioning that as an example. That game has poor game design. It just seems like it's poor game design from what I've seen from my experience. But, whatever. I was just throwing that as an example for some reason. I can't remember what the reason was anymore. Like, alright, I'm done talking about my thoughts here about defensive options or ways to counter being comboed in MultiVersus. Like, I can't wait to see what we'll see with what actually ends up in the, like, public actual game itself after going through experimental. Like, should it be universal or would it be a perk? Yeah, because it's a different game. The game is built differently, for sure. Programmed wise and everything. Even the game engine too. Like, come on. This game has online and netcode and all that stuff. Smash Bros? Not even close. I don't need to make this like, whatever. But yeah. Alright. I think that's enough now. I've been talking about my thoughts about some of the things, I guess, that were mentioned that we saw in Into the Verse. But yeah, I can't wait to see the Halloween event in this game. Yeah, they got, like, Deus Los Muertos, Day of the Dead. They have Day of the Dead coming out tomorrow with the new Rift tomorrow. That striped skin that's all purple. Yeah, that striped skin. Yeah, that's probably one of the first skins I'm gonna try to get when that thing opens up. That mode, that Rift opens up tomorrow, and that comes out tomorrow. Like, will I do a video on MultiVersus tomorrow? I mean, I'm trying to stay, like I always said, I mean, since this is the month of October, you know, spooky month, I'm trying to be more, like, stay more, like, focused on the horror stuff. You know, I don't post a lot of non-horror, non-Halloween related, like, videos on my channel around the month of October. That's a spooky month. It's like assuming uploading videos on the horror games, me playing horror games or something. Like a video of me playing a horror games or checking out Halloween events. That's what I do all month long of October. Anything that's non-spooky related, non-Halloween related, will just be probably covered next month in November. I've said that before already. Of course, I said numerous times, so yeah. It's like, of course, I will jump into MultiVersus. And I guess, who knows, maybe we'll do a video on MultiVersus tomorrow for the Rift. The new Rift that comes in tomorrow. Probably. Because I'm too busy with the Halloween events I'm trying to cover, or horror games that I'm trying to upload. So I have to find out some way to squeeze that in this week. Yeah, probably will be jumping in for that this week after seeing stuff on it on Into the Verse that I just reacted to. Yeah, this part of the video is just me saying my thoughts. You know, it seems like it's half reaction video, half vlog, kinda. Yeah, my reaction videos are like kind of somewhat part vlog-like videos. They kind of are. Even though they're not labeled or straight up said to be, but yeah, kind of what happens towards the end of my reaction videos. You know, I don't want these reaction videos to just me just sitting there reacting to something and then I don't do anything else, because then it would almost just seem like I'm just sitting there like reacting to someone else's video that I didn't create. You know, that's like that's also one of the other reasons why I just do these, because for fun, or I just like doing this type of videos, and I don't expect too much from these reaction videos, you know? I don't expect much from them. But, yeah. Yeah, even when you do reaction videos, you do tend to get like a content ID claim, copyright content ID claim on your videos. Yes, you do end up. That's the problem with doing reaction videos, so that's why I don't expect too much from them. Just something that's off to the side from my main content on what I focus on doing on my channel, which is covering in-game events. But yeah, I almost kind of use these as like almost like an overview before I actually go and do a separate video, which is me doing an overview on the in-game event and then going in-depth in-game on it after me reacting to something. Kind of what I somewhat uses reaction videos for. Like, you know, Into the Verse is like PSO2 New Genesis. Like, it's like a NGS headline. Like NGS headline of PSO2 New Genesis. But it's for MultiVersus. It's called Into the Verse. That kind of thing. Yeah, pretty much. So, yeah, probably, who knows, I might do a video on MultiVersus tomorrow. Tomorrow on doing the Rift. And all the stuff that they talked about within this video I reacted to in this reaction video for Into the Verse. Yeah, who knows, I might try and check out the Deus Los Muertos along with the Rift, for the PvE Rift. Yeah, and the Halloween event. which I guess happens next week from what they said there. Definitely gonna check that out. I feel like I'm covering a lot more videos on MultiVersus this week than I expected or I thought I would be. Yeah. Deus Mortis. It's like not really a Halloween. Called Day of the Dead. The thing they do in Mexico. Yeah. Deus Mortis. Or how they say it. Which just means Day of the Dead in Spanish. Like I don't know, every time I say it, I feel like I didn't say it right. I don't know. But yeah. That was shown Into the Verse. It's like a little in-game event, comes out tomorrow. I'll probably check that out. Along with the Rift for Nubia. But it's like great. Another Amazonian aside from Wonder Woman. It's like when I was reacting to that throughout this whole Into the Verse that I was watching, reacting to, I was like, great, it's another character that I don't know, will this character be more annoying and frustrating than Wonder Woman? I mean, like, in game when they're all going up against them. And said, oh, I'm sure everyone will like the character. Right, you'll like the character when playing as a character, but not when you're up against the character. Because you just said aggressive. Oh, great. As if Banana Guard wasn't a pain to deal with sometimes we're up against. But you can tell by her movement and the way she does combos, she's very different from Banana Guard. She looks like she's more skilled with that spear compared to Banana Guard. Banana Guard just charges in and, yeah, it's like, what the frick? Yet we still have trouble with dealing with Banana Guard at the same time. Try to jump over his freaking charge. He just runs in there charging with the spear and, like, well, no, she just has longer reach and just extends the spear rather than just charge in there with the spear. You can tell by her movements, yeah, she's definitely, why she's more of an assassin, like Banana Guard's a bruiser. He's a joke character. Like, this is the character that everyone is so afraid of. Why would people be afraid of Banana Guard? That was fan art. That was funny. That they showed it Into the Verse. That is funny. And she's like standing there right behind Banana Guard, and Banana Guard's like, oh shoot. Yeah. Like looking down while she's standing behind him, talking to him. That's funny. Oh boy. Another spear character. Yeah, and then someone did fan art of them like doing spear buddies. Spear buddies, yeah. But did Adventure Time art style. That's nice. Yeah, the fan art. And they were like for Halloween stuff. I was like, where's the Halloween stuff? Of course, this whole Into the Verse is about Nubia. Long live the Queen. Another Amazonian. One's defensive, and she's the exact opposite of Wonder Woman. She's more aggressive, like offensive, while Wonder Woman is more defensive. Yet still somewhat the offensive with bashing someone with a shield. You don't exactly make it easy to be able to counter that shield. When I noticed, like, Batman's running attack, Batman's dash attack in MultiVersus, alright? Is a shield break, is an armor breaking move. Yeah, it has armor break on it. Batman's dash attack has armor break. I think they did that, especially for someone like Wonder Woman who's a shield dash. They can break her shield dash. We can just dash in there as Batman. Because it's like, it breaks armor because you see purple on Batman's dash attack. What I noticed when I got playing with Batman last time, if you remember. Of course, I got that Batman skin. Michael Keaton Batman skin. Of course, I got that. I did. I never got it during the previous video that I covered during that rift. I'm probably gonna like try and finish up on some things before that all ends. Like, because today is like the last day to do that before the event missions and all that. ends for Batman's 85th anniversary. Yeah, I remember earlier in this reaction, I was like, oh, happy 85th anniversary, Batman. I said that when this Into the Verse was starting. Of course I did. Yeah. I do like playing Batman, or Batman in general, of course. Yeah, it changes. They changed his running attack. His running attack has armor break. You can break armor with his running attack. Like, yeah, there's a perk. There's a perk you can also equip that allows you to, when you run, your dash attack or running attack, whatever they call it in this game, I forget. Your dash attack can break armor. There's a certain perk. Like, you can equip a perk that allows you to break armor. When you break armor, you can do armor break through just dashing. Your dash attacks can break armor. Like, there's a perk that allows you to do that in the game already. Yeah, they laid it as as part of Batman's base kit, as part of his just natural moveset, without it being like, without having to equip a perk for it. That's what it did with Batman. Like, some characters that, in the past it was hard to execute armor breaking attacks for some characters. Like Taz, I couldn't even really execute an armor breaking attack with Taz. For some of, like, usually it's your down attack. Your down ground attack or down air attack or whatever is an armor breaking move, usually. Like with Taz or Shaggy's down ground attack. It's also like a armor breaking move, but they execute so slowly. The time frame of it just executing is so slow compared to someone who shield bashes you so fast. Like, what the winning programmer? And I noticed they gave Taz more reach. They gave him more longer reach with his down ground attack, where he does that hop, like, just jumps like towards the person. Like, what? They gave him more longer roots. Like, what the heck, man? When they changed Taz to being an assassin, so they're trying to make Taz like a more aggressive character, where Taz can be, well, kind of is aggressive, but he was a bruiser, and now he's an assassin. They made Taz an assassin now, of course. I was like, I thought that was a bug, a glitch at first. I was like, no, it's real. He's actually an assassin. When I looked in the patch notes and saw, yeah, it was Marvin. Marvin's now a mage, and not an assassin. They changed what class they were listed as. So, yeah, like, Morty is now a mage, and Morty is not a bruiser anymore, as it probably should have been, you know? Because I always saw mages as these unconventional, not a conventional way of fighting. They have these unconventional, niche-like way of fighting, you know? Like Bugs Bunny, a very niche-like way of fighting. He uses cartoon physics. He uses the Toon Force when he fights somebody, like drop a safe on someone, or whatever, or throw pies at people, like pulling stuff out of thin air. That's like the Toon Force, like cartoon physics. That's what Bugs Bunny uses, an unconventional way of fighting, or like the Joker uses like these weird like chattering teeth, like weird objects. It's like random and unpredictable kind of moveset. I mean, it just looks wacky, you know, like a boxing glove kind of comes out, or this chattering teeth, or just spraying acid on someone with the flower, and like doing, because his moves look like they're kind of cheap, you know, like he's playing dirty with his moveset. Moveset kind of makes it look like he kind of plays a little dirty. It's a Joker, yeah. Because it's like kind of wacky and unpredictable, like, you know, I'd say it is unpredictable, but like in nature, that's what I mean. Like the actual moves, what they look like him fighting dirty. This is the Joker, man. This wacky, weird, kind of unpredictable, like, just the nature of what the moves, like, look like. I'm not saying they actually are unpredictable, but, yeah, you know, get the point. Oh, what I'm saying, that's just Joker in general. And what am I talking about here? And I'm just talking about these characters and such when I was talking about Nubia compared to Wonder Woman. How it's hard to execute shield breaking, like armor breaking attacks in the past. But I think they made executing armor breaking attacks a lot more easier to execute with some characters. Even from what they said in this Into the Verse with the before and after improvements. Can't wait for that, like where attacks, like with them actually landing in the hitboxes and all that. Like Agent Smith shooting a pistol, and you're like, he's like behind you, and it somehow still gets you. It's the shot at the very tip of the gun that hits you, not him where he's behind you or overlapping you. Weird. Yep. And changes like that are coming. Okay. So, alright, I think I'm done talking there. I don't know. I feel like I'm talking about random things here and like forget what I was talking about originally. But, yeah, I don't know. I guess in summary, how do I feel about Nubia being in the games? Like, I guess I can't wait to check her out. I mean, sure, why not? I mean, I do kind of like playing assassin characters like Stripe, even though now, considering Taz is now an assassin, so sure. But Taz was never really an aggressive character. Like, you can't really combo with Taz. At least could in the past, and I think they try to make his attacks like more faster paced, more faster to execute. When he went from being a bruiser to an assassin, it felt like his movement was a lot more like sped up, a lot more quicker. Like you could execute more combos or something with Taz, even though Taz is almost like a hybrid, kind of a hybrid bruiser assassin. Almost like a class of his own. Taz is kind of like a hybrid bruiser assassin, but they changed him to assassin. He's got like finisher moves, like Dogpile and Taznita. But yeah, kind of unconventional, almost like a mage, but not a mage, you know? This is not traditional hand-to-hand combat like Batman and Shaggy. Those are more conventional, traditional, like fighting ways of fighting in there. Like sword fighting with a sword, or a bruiser, like Samurai Jack. So, yeah, Nubia is an assassin, which is more of the offensive, aggressive, while Wonder Woman's the exact opposite, more defensive, because of the tank. Defensive. Tank class, because she's defensive. Has a lot of armor. It looks like you could, I guess, assuming you could break that with Nubia against Wonder Woman. Yeah. How much trouble would Wonder Woman have against Nubia? Based on what I was seeing in that Into the Verse and what they were demonstrating there, showing Nubia against Wonder Woman. It's like, my God. Yeah. Like, she wants to take the spotlight. And hey, step aside, Wonder Woman. There's another Amazonian coming in here. Or, hey, glad to have you in here. Like, and they look like they're fighting side by side each other there in the 2v2. Like they're showing the gameplay trailer. The gameplay trailer for Nubia. It's like, yeah, I reacted to the gameplay trailer within Into the Verse. Instead of me reacting to it separately from Into the Verse. But this time I reacted to it within Into the Verse. So, that gameplay trailer was funny. And yeah, when they showed that, they showed a little teaser. You noticed that, right? There was a little teaser at the end of the gameplay trailer for Nubia. It showed when she bit into the apple, right? She bit into the apple lost its red coloring. Clearly a hint at a tease reference for Marceline is coming, right? It looks like Marceline is for season 4. Oh yeah. they just kind of confirmed that with that little tease there. That's cool. Can't wait to see Marceline show up in the game. We saw what they teased at the very end. Unless maybe actually unless that was just literally straight up teased, like it wasn't part of the gameplay trailer at all. Kind of looked like it almost was, but yeah. Can't wait to see that. They're just teasing the next character for Season 4. Can't wait to see it. Who knows, it might be Marceline and Raven from Teen Titans showing up. Who knows, we'll see what they have for Season 4. Can't wait. I already can't wait for Season 4, and they're just, this whole end of the verse was about the mid-season for Chapter 3. So, yeah, I guess I'll probably cover a video on MultiVersus tomorrow for the mid-season of Chapter 3. Excuse me, Chapter 3, what am I saying? Season 3. Season 3, the mid-season. Yeah, mid-season for Chapter 3. Definitely like changes and such. I can't wait to see the improvements happen come for definitely hype. I mean, I'm definitely excited for the future of this game now, after what I've seen for Into the Verse. It's like, after each Into the Verse I've seen, it's like they have been slowly improving this game. You know? Not like extremely slow, but yeah, I'm seeing some returning features come back. Like, was it Wacky Mode, or what's it called? Instead of Silly Q? Instead of calling it Silly Q, it's like called Wacky something mode. They're bringing that back. Not like how they're bringing back some features that were introduced into beta. Like, maybe have more options to be able to communicate with other people within the game. Like, you're able to talk, like, to people in the game, like, by chat. Not so much as voice chat, but, yeah. We can't wait to see more of this when it comes out tomorrow. With the mid-season, yeah, the Season 3 mid-season update comes out tomorrow. Can't wait for that, where I'll probably check out the Rift and Nubia, of course, for tomorrow, along with the other event missions in there with, like, Strife, that galactic whatever, like, skins are purple. I know, like, Gizmo has one too. And I can't wait to get that piano. The piano for Gizmo. Yeah, I can't wait to try and get that. Definitely gonna try and equip that taunt. I'm definitely gonna try and use that taunt. Yeah, for sure. Funny, but alright guys, I think I've dragged this video on long enough about saying my thoughts, about talking about stuff in here. I can't wait to see more with this game in the future. Definitely can't wait. I'm definitely excited to see what we'll see more of this. Oh yeah. It makes me just feel like, man, I feel like this game really does have a bright future with the possible improvements and changes with this game. That's what I'm really more excited about right now. The possible improvements, changes to the game's mechanics, or improvements at least. Can't wait for that. Hopefully it can make the game a bit more, like, so there's actual more counterplay with someone comboing you, stuff like that. Or the Halloween event and such. Can't wait for that. Yeah, I'll probably check out the Alsonic24 thing. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Yes, I probably will tomorrow. So, we're not doing this reaction video today. Who knows, I might do something else also later on today after this reaction video. Yeah, I might be covering a Halloween event. I might do a video on a Halloween event later today. If you're seeing this reaction video today live right now. If you're seeing this live right now, then yeah. That might happen later today. If not, it'll happen on Thursday. But, yeah. So, yeah. Right, I gotta try and wrap this video up. So, yeah, guess that's it. All the time I have. What in the world? I don't know, I'll see what that is later. So, yeah. Alright. So, guys, I guess that's all the time I have for this reaction video. That's enough me talking here. Kind of part vlogging after reacting to something here. What I end up doing is I talk a lot, I talk. I do that, so, yeah. If you're new to my channel, and thanks so much for lurking. If you're seeing this live, yeah, if you guys were lurking in the chat, or whether you're seeing this live or not, thanks for lurking, thanks for watching this with me live. You know, if you're not seeing this live, if you watch this far into the video, like you got this far into the video, and I guess if you like what you saw here, if you enjoyed this video, you know, please let me know whether or not you liked this video with the like button. You enjoyed it, you know, you liked my reaction video here to be reacting to Into the Verse. What are you guys? Are you guys excited for what they're doing here in the future of MultiVersus in this Into the Verse? Yeah, if you guys want, you can let me know in the comments down below about how you guys feel about this. Like, don't just tell me, tell them, you know, tell the Into the Verse, like, yeah, tell the community manager, you know, people for a part of Into the Verse, not really just me. Yeah, you gotta let them know with your feedback. Of course, let them know. You guys can share some of your thoughts, like I shared some of mine already, if you like. Of course, in the comments down below. Yeah, of course. You want to let me know. Yeah, I want to hear what you guys think in the comments down below. What you guys thought about this. And be sure to let them know, of course. Like on Twitter or Discord or whatever. Across their social media. Yeah. Hello, everyone. Oh, hey there, Lucky Sonic. Yeah, I'm trying to wrap this up right now. But hey, how's it going? Nice to see you, though. Thanks for stopping by. I think I've just been sitting here talking, like, it's like my reaction video is kind of somewhat turned into, like, half of the reaction video, like, towards the end. Like, I gotta start the vlogging a bit about what I saw and such, reacting to. So it's almost like, oh, part reaction, part vlogging. Kinda. I guess that's kind of how my reaction videos turn out. But yeah, how you doing, by the way? Doing good? Hello to you, too. Like, hello, everyone. Yep, hello. Thanks for stopping by, Lucky Sonic. Well, doing good? Yeah. I was just trying to wrap this up and such. But then you stopped by and said something in the chat. Yeah, I mean, thanks for stopping by and saying something in the chat. Much appreciated. Yeah. Well, was I understandable? Dang it. I hope everything I just said there was clear and understandable. I hate when that happens. Yeah, I try to be consciously aware of that. Sometimes when I'm talking, I'm not speaking clearly. Ugh. Or I'm not enunciating. Sorry in advance. But yeah, really. I mean, thanks for being here, really. Thanks for lurking. Unless you were lurking this whole time, you just said hi. Well, yes. Hello to you too. I might do another live video later today. Like I already said a few minutes ago. If you hear what I said that. You'll have to wait and see what it is. If I do, I probably will. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So, if not, we'll see how things go. I'll try and figure out how to make things happen or when I'm going to do stuff. Because probably going to be more Halloween events I'm covering this week. Since, yeah, what I do on the month of October, nothing but horror games and Halloween events I check out. You know, I do very little of these type of videos. But yeah, of course. So, yep. Alright, you guys can let me know what you guys thought about what we saw Into the Verse in the comments down below. Or if you enjoyed it, you got this far into the video, like I said a few minutes ago. You know, you'd like to see more content like this, you can subscribe if you'd want. Yeah, if you're new to my channel and you got this far into the video. And then, yeah, if you did enjoy it, you could let me know whether or not you did with the like button, of course. Yeah, that helps out so I know what kind of videos you guys probably want to see more of on my channel, too. Otherwise, what's the point of even doing that? But yeah, you know, of course you don't want to miss anything, you want to not miss the next video or a live video. I do a lot of live videos because most of my content is like on in-game events that kind of happen there and the now on my channel. Yeah. What the hell? Ow! Ah! Hey! You followed. Followed? Oh, thanks for following. I see, you followed me over at Twitch. I noticed that. Well, thank you. That's appreciated. Yeah, I'm just about to say that. Right. If you want to keep up with everything and not miss my next upload or live video, you know, of course, you know what to do there. That's what the bell notification is for. Yeah, you must have found that social media in the description down below. Yep, and there was that. That's another thing I was about to mention. Like, yeah, you want to keep up with everything. I let you guys know what I'm up to and such. And sometimes when they go live on Twitch, I know they have Twitch drops for MultiVersus, but those are for something else, a little different from the usual Twitch drops that they've been doing. Part of watching something, Scooby-Doo movie. Yeah, how the Twitch drops work. That's what they said into the verse, but yeah, I know. So I can try to keep you guys up to date and inform of what I'm doing next and such, you know. Bell notification or social media description down below, you know how that is. I can let you guys know. You don't miss anything. Seems like you already kind of looked into that, but hey, thanks. Alright. I look forward to seeing you stop by. When I do go live on Twitch. Because, yeah, sometimes I go live on Twitch when I'm not doing a video, or not doing a live video or anything. I'm not working on a video, I just go live on Twitch or something. Or just a live stream of playing some good or whatever. Yeah, when I am working on a video, I'm over here on YouTube. They do it live or upload. So, yeah, so guys, keep you guys informed. Try and let you guys know ahead of time. Like, across my social media, like on X or inside the Discord or sometimes go live on Twitch or, you know. Of course, you know how it is. Kind of the same way with anyone else in these YouTube channels or social media. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I know I'm trying to wrap this up. But nice to see you, though. Thank you for stopping by, Lucky. Yes. Of course. For anyone seeing this live or not. Thanks for being here. Like, yeah, I was trying to end off this video. Now, after I've said so much already in it. So, anything else I was going to say that I didn't leave out? Yeah, I just don't want to make sure I don't leave out anything on what I was trying to say. Yeah, I pretty much said everything. Of course I did. Just hope I was clear with everything I said. But yeah, so, like I said, if you're seeing this live right now, I might do another live video later today. Maybe another live video here on YouTube. Who knows? I don't know if I'll do anything on Twitch or not, like later today, but maybe later this weekend or not. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. So yeah, I just want to keep you guys like, you know, be on the lookout for when I might do something. I'm trying to let you guys know. Yeah, of course. So yeah, right. I don't know, why do I feel like, I don't know, I always seem to do this sometimes when I'm doing these videos live. I always feel like I have more to say than I really don't. That's weird. Like, I don't want to leave out something. Like, I almost feel like there's something else I'd want to say. But I guess not. Of course not. So, I'll see you guys later. If I do another live video tonight, it'll probably be done over another Halloween event that I'll be checking out later on tonight. If not, I might have that on Wednesday, but we'll see what happens or how things go for this week. Yeah, this week or the rest of this month on Halloween and horror games and stuff like that. All month of Spooktober, Halloween stuff. What I do on every month of October. Or my annual Halloween horror seasonal event month. That's what I call it. It's my 7th, yeah. my 7th, yeah, 7th, like, you know, 5th, 6th, 7th, yeah, 7th, yeah. My 7th annual Halloween Horror Seasonal event. It's just a thing I do every month of October. Yeah, do more of that this month. I can't wait to check out more of it. But yes, again, yeah, like always. Huh. But yeah, right. With that said, you know, yeah, with that said, yeah, thanks so much for watching, everybody. Yep. I'll see you guys next time, or later today, whatever if it's in live or not. So yeah, see you next time. Yeah, bye. Oh yeah, like I would like to keep talking here. Noticing you guys in there lurking. Yeah, part of me wants to keep going. I'm not kidding. But I'm also trying to end this because I've already like dragged this video on for like, dang, already been 2 hours and 15 minutes. It's the video I reacted to in this video already ended like about an hour ago. Ended at like around an hour. And it's already past an hour and 2 hours. Dang. I've been talking, vlogging. I usually try and timestamp the video when I can. But yeah, second half, I'm like, yeah, that's how my reaction videos go. They end up, it's almost like my reaction videos are part reaction. I'm doing it again. I just did my outro. I'm trying to end this. Like, what the heck, man? And when it's live, you're live. Funny. Yeah. You know, it's like part reaction video and part vlog. I guess my reaction videos are kind of part vlog. I mentioned that when I past reaction videos already. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Hopefully later tonight, later today. I do another live video, like I already said. So yes. Bye-bye. Yeah. Huh. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Uh-oh. Ah! October. It's October month. Well, this wasn't a horror video or Halloween or anything, but it's October. Yeah, to the verse. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Me doing this live reaction video to Into the Verse. Long live the Queen. Season 3, mid-season of season 3. Can't wait for the update tomorrow. I'll probably will do a video on MultiVersus of checking out all of everything we just saw Into the Verse tomorrow. Probably will. But we'll see. We'll see how things go. Yeah, I enjoyed this Into the Verse. Yep. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you guys later. Yeah, right. Thanks for watching. Checking out Into the Verse. We're doing a live reaction video to Into the Verse. Long live the Queen. The Nubia. About Nubia and her arrival in the MultiVersus with the season 3 mid-patch. No, mid-season update. That's what I was trying to say. Right. Thanks for watching, everyone. Yep. See you next time. Yep. Bye.